Whisky Resource. My name is Mark. This is review number 127. Today I'm going to be reviewing a Glencadam. I'll be doing that in just a second. First, big shout out to everybody who has been visiting my website, whiskyresource.com. Recently announced on my socials that the website has hit 350,000 page views across all the whiskies that are on the site, which is a fantastic number to achieve. So thank you very much for everybody who visits the website. If you haven't subscribed to the newsletter that's on the website, if you could please do that if you want to be kept up to date with everything that's going on with the website and a few bits and pieces that I generally don't mention anywhere else. Very foot of the homepage there is a box for you to enter the email address. Just enter the email, hit subscribe, you'll join out the newsletter. I've just published the 7th newsletter just this week. It was just a brief update, and I would just say that it's really worth your while to subscribe. I'm not going to say anything more than that. You'll find out if you subscribe. And also a big shout out to all my new subscribers that have recently joined the channel. So, as I was saying, it's Glencadam. It's a Glencadam 19-year-old Oloroso Cask finish single malt whiskey. This is a sample. This is the bottle here that was sent to me. I've had it for quite a while. I did try a bit of it when I was sent it, but it was sent to me from the North East Whisky Appreciation Society quite a while ago now. There was a Glencadam online tasting session that was getting organised, and everybody could opt in to buy a tasting pack. So this is what is left of the tasting pack that I purchased. So thank you very much to Carl Glenn, who is the founder of the North East Whisky Appreciation Society, for letting me get involved in purchasing that pack. I've still got one more sample from the pack that I need to do a review of. So it is 19-year-old single malt whiskey. It is limited, or was limited, to 6,000 individually numbered bottles when it was released a few years ago. It's still available. So some ideas of prices that you can pick up from and locations. So Masters of Malt, it is £103.90. However, at the point of just checking, they're out of stock. House of Malt, £103.95, and that is in stock. The Whisky Exchange is £111, and that is in stock. And you can go to the Whisky World, and it's £107.90, and it's in stock. So they give an average price of £106.66. Just a few other places that I did check for prices. Robbie's Whisky Merchants is £110. If you're on Amazon, the drink shop sell it on Amazon, and it's £105.95, but you have to pay for your postage on top of that. So where some of the places may offer free delivery. And then cigars are selling for £119, and it's in stock. So ideas of prices. So the Glencadam, there we go, that is natural colour. It is ex-bourbon cask matured, and then it has a finishing period in ex-Oloroso sherry casks, sherry butts, for a finishing period. They don't mention what the finishing period is, unfortunately, but it was bottled at the point where the master blender, master distiller decided it was ready and it had imparted enough of the sherry influence that they desired. It is, of course, natural colour. It is also non-chill filtered, bottled at 46% ABV. It is a very decent offering. In terms of a value score, it gets 94.39 out of 100, and that is simply down to the fact that's a good score, but that is down to the fact that it has a really good presentation. And for a 19-year-old whiskey to be priced at just over £100, it's a fair offer. It's above my price range, so unfortunately, it's not something I would look to buy because I can't afford to buy such a bottle. But we'll see if it's actually worth it when we do the nosing and tasting. So onwards. So on the nose, what we're getting. Wow. Okay, so you can definitely tell that there's that cherry influence there. It's got those rich fruits coming off it. Bit of oak, definitely a bit of oak coming off there. It's a bit honeyed, toffeed. That is a really, really lovely nose. Onto the palate, what we're like. That is really, really quite something wonderful. It is sherry rich. It's rich fruitcake spices. It's got the toffee going on there. There's a little bit of milk chocolate. There's a bit of oak. I'm getting a little whiff of smoke, although I'm not sure whether this has got any smoke elements to it. I would have thought not. It is a Glencadam, which is quite a delicate spirit. That's quite nice. That is quite a nice thing. Let's just pop a bit of water in there. I will do it with a spoon. Don't risk putting too much in. Now, it's been some time since I last tasted this, so it has had a little time to breathe in the bottle. That is, just give that a whirl around. In terms of the finish, it's quite long. I'm still getting oak, a little bit of bitterness. The bitterness is not too much at all. The spice isn't too heavy. I'm getting, I'd say, toffee apples on the finish. Yeah. But on the nose, it would need more time, I think, with the water now. Yeah. It's not really changed an awful lot with the addition of water there. I think it needs more time. We do have a touch of Scotch mist forming, which is good to see on the palate. Yeah. So that sherry influence has backed off a little bit. We're getting more bourbon, elements of vanilla. We're getting more wood. Certainly the oak is coming through a bit more. It's a little bit more spicy. It's a tiny bit more bitter. It's a really, really tasty dram. All the while, I'm thinking that is really nice, but for £106.68. Well, I've already said I wouldn't buy a bottle at the price. It is a really nice bottle, and if you've got that kind of money to spend, then by all means, this is a bottle that I could certainly say you're going to enjoy if you like a sherry influenced, sherry enhanced whiskey. It's not overly dominant with those sherry. You want something that's had less sherry impact, where you can still get some of the distillate character coming through, that gentle, fragrant Glencadam spirit, then yeah, I would say you can't go wrong. It is a really nice whiskey. There's nothing in the flavour that's off-putting. That's all I can say for this. It's a good whiskey, and if you've got the money to spend, consider getting one of these. If you like sherry influenced whiskies, but you like to see some of the character of the original whiskey coming through, go for this one. There it is.